Do you know what today is? It's White History Wednesday. Hey! Hey, how you doing? It's your girl, MiashaLamis. And for those of you who are new here, this is White History Wednesday, specifically made for the people who said, why do black people need a whole month to tell their history? And for that, I give you 52 days. Ready to hear it? Here it go. So, my people, we love wearing chains. The bigger the chains, the better. The bigger the chain, the more money you got, right? Did you know that the person who had the biggest chain during slavery was the strongest or the best worker? They were the MVS, the most valuable slave. And now y'all around here walking around with big ass chains for no reason to show that y'all what? White History Wednesday. Remember last week when I talked to y'all about the watermelon and how they came up with the watermelon? Black people are obsessed with watermelon because they were mad that we was making money off of fruit. Same thing with the fried chicken. So they were jealous that they were boiling chicken with no seasoning. And they got mad that we were frying it with some good seasoning and making the chicken good. They mad that we took them scraps and turned them scraps into a delicious meal, and they were jealous about that. So they started that fried chicken rumor about us. White History Wednesday. So in 2025, a black teen, Michael Robinson, was brutally attacked by a group of teenagers outside of a movie theater. Before you ask, yes, it was the usual subjects, Caucasians. We know this already. Pretty much they always come in groups. They shoved him, they hit him, they kicked him, they punched him, they shoved his head into a trash can, calling him the N-word, and even with clear racial motivation, they were charged with misdemeanor battery in 2025. Yep. In Simi Valley, it has done it again. Okay. And this is the same place where the Rodney King beating took place. White History Wednesday. They still don't care about black people. Now, this one gonna blow your mind because, baby, it blew mine. And I'm gonna just give y'all a quick little story time. I actually learned this in person. Somebody told me this, like an older guy told me this, and I had to go research it for myself. And Lord, he was right. Now, sagging, like when men sag their pants, we were taught, I know myself, I was taught that originated in prison. That was to tell the prison people who was down with the get down and stuff like that. Nope. That is not where it originated from. So it actually originated during slavery, okay? Slave masters would make their slaves sag to show potential buyers who was broke in. White History Wednesday. Another kicker that the man taught me. Spell sagging backwards. Mind blown. White History Wednesday. Now I want to talk a little bit about companies because Aetna is one of the largest and oldest insurance companies, right? But they got they start off of insuring slaves, not for themselves, for the slave masters. So just in case a master got too rough and took the life of a slave, or a slave just, passed out in the field and didn't make it to the next day, the slave masters would get paid if their slave lost their life. How many times do you think that they probably purposely did that for a buck? Because we all know that money is the most important thing to these people. White History Wednesday, okay? So I want to talk about Dr. Cook Wright, okay? This is a black woman who revolutionized cancer treatment and laid the foundation for Lord, y'all, I can't talk. For modern chemotherapy. They don't talk about her in our textbooks. I've never heard about this lady till I actually did research. So her name is missing from textbooks. She pioneered drug testing techniques and personalized cancer treatments decades before it became standard. She was the highest ranking black woman in medical of her time. She became the associate dean and professor at New York Medical College, and she was also the first woman to become president of the New York Cancer Society. So say her name. Her name is Dr. June Cook Wright, okay? Make sure y'all remember her because they're not going to tell us about her great work. White History Wednesday. So for my South Carolinians, if you in South Carolina, drop a comment because right here in South Carolina, we have a island that's kind of popular. It's called Hilton Head Island. A lot of people come here to visit for a nice little getaway and stuff like that, right? Now, did you know that it was stolen from black people? Yep. It was stolen from black people. So it was originally Gullah Geechee land. And we talked about that. We talked about the Gullah Wars and how all that went down. But if you need to recap, let me know. I'll make another video. But it was Gullah Geechee land. It was work protected and passed down generation to generation by black people. Now, developers saw dollar signs and found a legal way to take the land by eminent domain, which forced the families out. Now, what is eminent domain, you ask? It's the power granted by the Fifth Amendment that allows the government to take private property for public use. And before you ask, yes, they can take it without your permission. It definitely can be taken without your permission. Okay? Yeah. Eminent domain. Look into it. Look it up. And matter of fact, don't take my word for none of these things I say on White History Wednesdays. I actually tell y'all this with the intentions of wanting you all to go look it up yourself. Educate yourself. Yes, listen to what I'm saying, but then also go do the research, because all of this is real. I need y'all to know and understand that. Now, a lot of black people, including myself, don't like cats. I just found out I'm allergic to cats, and I was actually ecstatic because I just generally don't like cats. It's something about a cat that just, I don't know. I don't like cats. I don't like dogs either, but that's neither here nor there. Now, did you ever ask yourself why black people don't like cats? It's something called cathauling. Have you ever heard of cathauling? It's disgusting. It's not as worse as the Levi horse situation that I told y'all about. I'm gonna give you a little quick recap. The Levi horse situation, they would tie a slave one end to one horse, one end to the other horse, and they'll beat the horses, make them go the opposite way. Of course, stretching and unaliving the slave, essentially. Cathauling, however, they would strap the slaves down, then take a cat, pull it by its tail down the body of a slave. And you know when you pull a cat by their tail, they White History Wednesday, but they love to say that black people the monsters and we just out of control, and look at the shit y'all do. White History Wednesday. Okay, y'all have a great day. Had a day you deserve, okay? Love y'all. See y'all later. And don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and Beyond Normal for merch, okay?
Maisha Lee, back with the hit. White History Wednesday, she posting receipts. Fuck your feelings, she only spitting facts. Sis dropping knowledge while we fade to black. White lies, no alibis, reap what you sow. Black history hit different when the truth unfolds. Talk is cheap, pay us what you owe. Never been our friend, always been our foe. Old white hood, new red hat, change the color of your hate. We still proud and black.